Okay, so everybody is entitled to the three basics, which is food, clothing, and shelter. Basically, what we do is anybody that knocks on the door actually 7 days a week that says, hey, I'm hungry, they will be given food. Sandwiches sometimes, maybe it's a bowl of soup, but nobody is turned away for no reason. They can be whoever they are, they're welcome to get food and eat. There should be no hunger in Delmar County.
My name is Daphne Cortez-Dean, and I am the Life Recovery Specialist here at Daily Bread Ministries. I had been doing drug and alcohol services for quite a while, and I realized that there was a component that was really missing, and it was teaching people about what their real purpose is and their giftings and their talents, and helping them to be able to achieve that so that they're not just floating around in a life of, okay, I'm not doing drugs and alcohol, but instead looking at, okay, what can I do that's making a difference? They have so many gifts and talents and dreams inside, and they are so busy just trying to survive that gets lost. So they volunteer here, and the ones that like volunteering and want to give back end up attending some classes that I have. And what is wonderful is this place, the people that I've been able to meet and be able to be a part of their lives, they bring in what the homeless need in this community. They bring in what needs to be done here, because even though Mike and I are in contact, and the other staff members, in contact with the homeless every day, we don't know what it's like to be out on the streets every day. They do.
And also people in the Discipleship Program also work with the homeless, so they're learning how to deal with people, they're checking them in, they help in the kitchen, they do laundry just like you would at home. There's chores, there's responsibilities. I tell people, there's 3 rules to actually come here and stay. I often ask the homeless people, well, why aren't you staying here? Well, you have too many rules. I said, well, there's only 3 rules. You can't be drunk, you can't be under the influence of drugs, and you have to help clean after breakfast.
So how many people have shelter here today?
Let's see, right now in our program, I think we have 7 or 8. So in our program, we have the capacity for up to 12. What I would love to do is I'd love it to be 52 beds, running 52 beds.
Year-round?
40, yeah, I would love to be a 7-day-a-week shelter.
I teach a Tuesday class, a life skills class, and that class it covers a lot of different bases. It's a Christian class, and it kind of does have an addiction recovery base. It is kind of geared towards people that are recovering from addictions. However, the people that go to the classes don't have to be recovering from an addiction. It still applies to people that are not recovering from an addiction. We deal with tons of things, just basic life skills, from the most basic life skills from like nutrition, shopping, budgeting, stress management, that sort of thing, to a lot of other things like goals and boundaries, self-awareness. We do a lot of addiction recovery stuff. We don't focus any specific class on addiction recovery stuff. We're going to actually start here soon. I'm going to start a 12-step class for that. But that'll probably be on Thursdays here, starting pretty soon. But we also deal with codependency, grief and loss, relationships, effective communication, active listening, just basic life skills.
So if you could say one thing to the supervisors, to the city council, to the people who really run the show in local government, the department heads and the folks, the staff, what would you say to them about what you're doing here at Our Daily Bread Ministry?
So first off, we're 1,000% liable. We are willing to take that on, the liability issues. We have insurance for that. We are a willing vessel going, hey, here we are. Been doing that for 14 years. And we would like for them to notice us, recognize what we've been doing for the last 14 years. Mind you, which is usually a community effort. It's supposed to be happening. Usually the county is involved in that to some degree, the city, and people doing it and providing these services that we've literally taken off the burden off of them for the last 14 years. So I would like for them to notice us and to say, hey, you know what? We remember saying, hey, if we had money, we'd give you some money. And now they do have money, and we would say, like, we would like to be chosen for our part of that, not the 22 rooms or whatever it's going to be for the chronic homeless, but for the people in the community that need help. It's a resource, it's a place to go. But we need them to say, hey, we recognize, and we're going to support that effort and kind of help us in that effort as well.